World Card Game Federation here with the third match in this series. It's going to be the third and final match. Best 2 out of 3 seemed very appropriate at the time. We got Chris on CJ action. We got Saiyan Dynamic Raditz, Ruthless, Dabura. You guys remember how this has gone? Each player is now 1-1. CJ gets to go first. He gets out after image technique and Saiyan Menace. Amazing first hands. Okay. Let's see, he's going to go ahead and place a setup in play because of the effect of, not in place, he just regular discard pile, for after image techniques effect when it comes into play. Okay, he's going to go and power up and end his turn, and then it goes back over to Chris. Chris is going to draw a mean first hand. Real easy to want to go in on that one. And my apologies, I think I actually skipped Chris's first turn. I'm not sure exactly how I managed to do that, but it looks like I did. Oh my goodness, I thought CJ went first. Huh, teach me not to pay closer attention. Alright, so like we said, Chris here has a great opening hand, pass, rejuvenate. He's going to leave the physical block at the top of his discard pile, like we said. Remember that one when banished raises his anger. Excellent idea. Goes back over to CJ. CJ puts pregame. And Saiyan overwhelming aura or overpowering aura, for life I can't remember. That of course forces out a attached card from the life deck. It's going to go ahead and get attached to CJ. CJ is going to go ahead and get that attached. So like we said, he's already setting up for some of his most potent combos with the good old Saiyan Menace getting looped and looped and looped. He has some of the necessary pieces ready to rock. He passes, rejuvenates the energy block, the attachable one. It goes back over to Chris. Chris draws his 3. It looks like he's already drawn an excellent hand, an absolutely fantastic hand. He'd be dumb not to go in on it. He's going to go ahead and power up. Most likely he's going to declare combat. He does. He banishes the card for the red Ruthless effect. He's going to go ahead and resolve Dabura's level 1 when entering. An excellent one. He's got a sword card. Looks like he's got, I want to say that Sword Play, I think is the name of that card. All of a sudden I cannot remember the name, but it's from set 10, the newest sword card. Excellent card. My guess he's going to use it as fodder for throwing for the Devilish Sword technique, or Villainous Sword slash. All of a sudden I cannot think of the name. I still feel silly I don't remember these things. Okay. And CJ is going to go ahead and not use any of his when entering effects. He could use pregame or something like that. He chose not to. Okay, he's going to go to open up with Dabura's Spit. Dabura's Spit, I hope that Chris remembers to go ahead and banish one of... Ooh, hit him with the Saiyan Menace. Blow it up. And he banishes Saiyan Menace. Oh my gosh. Think about it for a second, fellas. If he loses a Saiyan Menace this early in the game, that can hinder his plans. It should be just destroyed completely, not banished. Okay, and then it should actually have had a hit effect. I can't think of what that one was in Dabura's Spit. I think attack or target ally. Remember, it was nothing huge though. Okay, so you just got a chance to respond.
Rescue Menace?
Yeah. Oh, he did it. He rescued Menace and came back into play, and of course Chris has to mill a card. You know what? That's me having not enough forethought there about which card to target. Probably after image or there he goes. He pitches the red style sword card for the non-styled sword. Makes him lose 4 stages. Chris gets to go ahead and draw a card. Excellent stuff. Ooh, he did it. The Playful Punch comes into play and actually does its job. It stops a what's the word here? Non-styled attack like it should. Excellent, excellent. He gained the power stages back, so he's not the worse for wear. Okay, and he's going to go ahead and use Menace and force Dabura to lose 3 stages. Ain't too bad. Let's see, he's going to go ahead and use the Mastery's effect to go ahead and use Sword Slash again. And he's going to go ahead and not do the... Oh, he is going to do the discard and draw, which ain't too bad. Not too bad at all. Okay, and then CJ is forced to lose 3 stages. Or 4 stages, excuse me. Lowers his anger. Okay, and then he's going to go ahead and banish it. Remember that we talked about this one? How it can be used to stop an attack. So it's actually super helpful. And we got back crash, a heck of a move at this point, causing a good amount of stage damage. Chris better remember to do this in the right order. There he goes. Okay, he's going to go ahead and throw this one. I want to say this is like Right Punch or something like that. This is the one I want to say that hits, searches for drills.
Unless you're in 1, 3, and 2, and don't get too long. No. Oh no, that's physical, so that's going to be 5 again.
Oh yeah, because he's got to count in the +2 for the mastery. Ends up hitting him decently well. and get to lower Chris's anger, or CJ's anger rather. And Chris gets to go ahead and search his deck on the hit effect. I believe he gets to put a drill into play. I'm hoping he's going to go for red sword slicing. That would be the most logical at this point. And he does. Red sword slicing comes into play. And then, like we said, we're finally remembered that indeed it does actually target the discard pile for drawing. He's got plenty of choices. He's just got to grab one that chains, one that hits, and gets to search for another sword card. Well, the problem is he does not have the power stages to be able to chain for dashing. I want to say it costs 1 power stage to throw. Oh man, that is a toughie. Let's see what goes on. And he hits him with heroic dash. He pays the 1 stage. It does do the thing, causes him to lose the power stages, and then it hits him for, I want to say, AT plus 3. So if they're in the same one, it's like 4 power stages total. And Chris gets to go ahead and search for a sword card, and gets to grab it. He's got a couple of good choices, a couple of bad choices. Me, I'd probably go with Dabura's Spit, and I'd go ahead and knock out one of Siege's other setups. But that's just me. Maybe I'm reaching. Okay, he's going to go with Demonic Sword Slash, I want to say that is. Not a bad idea at all. Okay, he's going to go ahead and do that. He's going to go ahead and throw in Demonic Sword Slash. He's choosing not to discard a card. He loses 1 stage for it being thrown because it is the word sword in the title, and then he takes 3. Then 5 life cards. Oh man. Oh yeah, we're just double checking his regular prevention. This one isn't the one that turns off prevention. So we saw a pretty decent combat. Dabura come back from a fairly debilitating position. I'm trying to think. I want to say that Chris might be forgetting all of his hit raises anger on all those, because I believe everything with sword is supposed to be raising his anger. Oh goodness. Okay, so he uses right punch. I can't remember the name of this. It's a physical that lets you pull out drills according to your anger, and he grabs aggressive sword drill and cover drill. Those are excellent cards to have. He has the sweet package, he has the sword package ready to roll. Yeah, he goes back, oh wow, CJ begins his turn, has a handful of setups, a mean setup. Sword Stab would have been the neatest card to have had during that last bit. Okay, CJ ends his turn after spilling out a mess of setups, which is definitely working in his favor. All of those can even things up. Alright, Chris puts out his own after image technique setup. So that's pretty sweet. He has all the cards he needs for targeting. He's a madman, but he's going to do it. He's going to go ahead and do his when entering, as he knows he must do. Oh, wait, no. He's going to go and resolve. No, he's already got that. I want to say he's already got the card necessary in his discard pile. For life, we cannot remember an after image technique if he's required to search his deck and discard it. He does. Okay, he's going to go ahead and do that. Discard his name card. And now, I'm not sure if he's going to go into combat at this point. He would have a good 2 searchers. He'd have the top 5 and aggressive sword drill to resolve, meaning he can get some extra cards up on this one. Ooh, that's tough. He's got time and an energy block in his hand. Really excellent discard cards for sword effects. It would be real nice. Okay, he is going to go into declare combat. He's going to resolve his when entering. So he's going to go ahead and resolve aggressive sword drill. He's going to go ahead and grab a sword name card, and he does. The workhorse of this deck that kills everybody dead. But if you guys are looking at the link in the video, how much time there is left, you know this is not going to be that combat. It's not going to be that like that. Okay, and goes, Chris is going to go ahead and resolve the level 1 Dabura effect, check the top 5 for all the sword cards, and he does find one. He finds a dashing sword attack, ends up going into his hand. So just remember at this point, every time that Chris launches an attack, CJ will automatically lose 3 power stages. 1 from the not aggressive sword drill. No, I'm wrong. I'm sorry, every time he throws 1. That's right, and there's no prevention. Okay, he's going to go ahead and activate good old Saiyan pregame, which is a fantastic idea. You want to try to get something in and active before Chris starts laying out the beating. And then it should be that, no, when entering combat effects are not considered in combat. Uh-oh. So CJ's got a, let's see, looks like a Saiyan body blow. Oh, stare down. Ooh, look at this. Time, dashing. There's some rough stuff there. It's hard to choose what you want to do. Oh, yeah, there's your workhorse. There's your guy who's going to cause you all the trouble in life. No. You're a madman. He discards red sacrifice. which is not a bad idea because CJ is really smart. He didn't put a dangerous card in the top. He does it. He does the sword slash. It goes at CJ. CJ loses 4 stages from the attack, 1 stage from red slicing drill. It causes him to lose 5 power stages total. And he did discard the dashing sword attack, which was actually wisest thing. And he was able to throw this attack anywhere. Fantastic. So I gotta admit, I just saw 2 masters wail on each other. CJ did this masterful move where he knocked out a key card out of Chris's hand by making sure not to put an easily gotten 2 card back on the top of his discard pile. And then Chris responded by just making a bold sacrifice move. Oh man, I think Chris might be out of actions here. Physical. I'm not sure if I was Chris, if I would care. He attaches the energy block that raises PUR, not too bad. Chris goes ahead and stops it with time.
Spear.
Hers are useful.
So we have CJ resolving a few things here. Oh wait, Chris has no action, not sure if he's going to bother.
I'll pass.
He's going to use Raditz's offensive guard. That's the one that's going to act as a physical attack at this point. And it does attach to Raditz. Probably the most drawn out. Oh wow, he uses Raditz's defense technique. Go ahead and put Saiyan piece into play. Okay. Oh, he did it! Sweet! Okay, so he places the card in his hand at the bottom of his life deck to go ahead and grab the top that just happened to get milled out, which is red heel kick. Fantastic.
Yeah, it's going to be higher than mine. Oh, you can't use it. Yeah, no, it's higher than mine. So 18 is 4 for both of us. Oh. So
Oh, everybody's AT is 4. How could I forget from saying flip?
no
Make sure you search first.
He's going to go into search, grabs the red sword stab. Fantastic. Yeah, because it said red heel kick is the one that has it, and that is actually banished after use. There we go. And he's going to go and do it. Red sword stab. Unless, of course, oh, he does have another action. Chris might have been jumping the gun a bit. He's most likely going to grab Saiyan Menace. There it is. Not a bad card. He mills one, of course, for when that enters play because he's level 2 Raditz. Hey, now he throws a red sword stab. It raises his anger. Which, I'm sorry, guys. I'm not sure how well Chris has been keeping track of it. It's just slightly outside the camera. Maybe he's been doing it. He takes the damage, it's actually fairly significant. It's a good sized hit. And he does it. He takes the good old Saiyan Menace as the next action. It causes Chris to ultimately mill 1 card from its use. He's going to do extreme training to go ahead and target it again from the top. This is actually not a bad plan at all. Extreme training attaches, he rejuvenates 1, target was unfortunately Saiyan Menace, and then of course he's going to go ahead and, my guess, use it and mill Chris 3, or you can save it for another plan. That's a toughie. Okay, and then Chris ends up milling 3, all of the fantastic cards. Okay, and that's the end of that one. And the combat ends, it goes over to CJ. CJ's got up his wrist, up his sleeve. Yeah, Saiyan Tactic comes into play, not a bad choice. I'm not sure if there's any in the banish zone, but you can't use it. You know, all those silly Saiyan cards that say blow up so many of your own setups, I always think it would be the most useless cards. I'm looking at CJ's board, and yeah, a couple of them you can make use of. Okay, he passes, rejuvenates, goes over to Chris. Chris has a couple of decent cards there. I just don't know how well they would work. I mean, I would wager. Oh, okay, he is going in. Caution can go ahead and soak its head in place of a lot of worse things I could say. Okay, Chris, go ahead and resolve aggressive sword drill. He grabs red stab, which is a fantastic choice. Though I don't understand why Chris didn't. Oh, that's why he didn't use his when entering effect, because he would have banished that particular block, and that would cause him a level, lose all his drills. Not a bad idea. Okay, he's going to grab a sword card from the top 5 search from reverse level 1. Not a bad hand. Chris should be able to make a mess.
Just get your first action.
Okay, CJ's going to go ahead and use... oh, man! He uses it to target Saiyan Menace with pre-game's effect for Rejuvenation, which, of course, causes a milling from the top of Chris's deck. And now he gets a good draw as 3. And Chris, of course, will be forced to skip his first action. Oh, Menace! Darn it! Okay, I believe it is finally Chris's first action for this one. He's going to go in red sword stab. I have a feeling I know where he's going with all this. He's going to go in level to level 2, get a whole bunch of stages back. It was actually the wisest thing to get out of mill territory. Chris, bravo, Chris. And unfortunately, he does lose all of his drills. I want to say that that's going to be all 12 power stages total. Well, that's right. And after technique is not a drill. I don't know how many times I have to stare right at it before we remember that. Oh yeah, AT is always 4 because of flip.
Because I matched
8, 9, 10. Where's the other 2 come from? Oh, yeah.
Oh, and Dabura's 2 life cards, 2 stages.
This is actually 1 stage, 1 life.
So not too terrible.
And then you level.
Ooh, he's going to use Saiyan Peace on him. Oh, that is brutal. Well, he still ends up a little bit better in terms of having more power stages than 0. But yeah, still less than great.
So would I get this effect again?
Did you use this effect in any?
No. Because it's a hit effect. Oh, the hit effect?
Yeah, if it hits, you get that again.
Is it going to hit? Still be 12.
Ooh, and ultimately CJ does end up stopping it. It could have been a massive, crazy hit. He uses stare down. Oh, man. It's all going to be brutal. Whatever he chooses is going to be rough.
That's probably it.
Ooh, he discards Red Sacrifice, an excellent card. Though, I'm wondering if Chris should actually... No, it's from your own effects when it comes to discarding Red Sacrifice. It'd be neat if it was targeted. You would throw this the physical that lets him, on hit, search out drills. Ooh, ends up hitting him pretty decently hard. On the hit, he gets to go ahead and surge. It's going to be pretty good. Let's see if there's any drills left. Couldn't think of it. Oh, red slicing drill. There was 1 left. Oh my goodness. Is he going to go ahead and search out a sword card? Search the discard pile. Again, we do this. He has such a strong tendency to mix it up with the aggressive sword drill, searching the life deck. And red sword stab. No, if I was him, I would grab the card that lets you discard a sword card. Yeah! Do it. Do it. Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. A very wise idea. Okay. So red slice and drill does its thing. Now, CJ has lots of options out here still. Oh, and he does it. He dug out Saiyan Rescues. Good old medicine play. And then he does it. Oh, he mills him for 5. He makes it mill 5. He did it. He discarded that red sword card. I think he ever even threw it during the course of this match. If you guys look at it, this was a really mean mill battle. Like, who could mill the other guy out the most? And then, let's see, that's all the stuff, I believe. And then it goes back over to CJ. I'm not sure if CJ has any idea what he wants to do. Alright, he's saying medicines, which ain't a bad idea. He loses the stages, goes down to 2. And he puts Red Awakening to the bottom, pulls out the swords. Oh, it discards Dashing. Dead. I believe he's dead, guys. Look at it. If it's 5. No, CJ survives with 1. Holy crud on the mill. Nope. Direct hit for the stages. No power stages left to absorb it. Boom. Game over. Now you guys have seen how me and Chris actually built this deck, and I think I've Dr. Zeroed us. I can't kill him no more.